Running. That feeling of freedom. That surge of adrenaline. Heart pumping. Legs running. Sweat dripping. Muscles burning. The wind blowing against your face. Almost giving you the feeling like you could fly. But before you can fly, you need to learn how. In this series, we'll let you in on a training program designed to change your conceptual model of what the technique of running is. This is Training Like an Olympic Runner.
Hello, welcome back. Hey, sprint drills. Okay, we have a great sprint drill. This is the first of the sprint drills that I have. It is called Accelerated Thigh Drill. I hope everybody really understands where their thigh is. Okay, it is the portion from your hip down to your knee. Okay, we are going to really just build slowly during the demonstration portion and get this drill to, it's really kind of a march, okay? But I think that you will really start to understand the conceptual model of this. This drill really is meant to mimic the initial feeling that you feel when your foot leaves the ground, okay? And really what it is, just like it sounds, is accelerating that thigh forward, okay? Now, really great sprint technique is pretty hard to come by, okay? There's always gonna be some flaws, and that is okay. I'm not here to tell you guys that you need to run perfect. I've said it before, I'm gonna say it over and over in these lessons. There's no such thing as the best technique. The whole idea is just trying to have better technique, okay? So I really want you to understand that what sprinting is just the series of very simple yet detailed motor patterns happening in a really good sequence. Okay, one of the easiest things that I like to tell my students or my athletes when I'm teaching sprint technique is this motion that you see here, this is very simple. Okay, this is not a TikTok video, but this right here, this is a very complicated motion right here. Okay, I don't want this complicated motion in my sprinting. I want to take this simple motion and I want to have great sequencing with the other side. Now that has to do with a start point and an end point. We'll cover that later. But taking a very simple motion, putting it to sequence is exactly what we're looking for with sprint technique and even this thigh accelerated drill. Now, here's something that you have to understand. There might be, you know, if I were coaching you, I would use some terms, front side and back side. Now, it's simple. It's exactly what it sounds like. If I were to just turn this way, put my hands out, I put my wrists down. Okay, this is a sprinter's box that I want to make sure that I'm always in. But this in front of my body is the front side. Okay, now everything back here is back side. The goal in modern day sprinting is to eliminate, The goal in modern sprinting is to eliminate any unnecessary backside mechanics. Listen, with this lesson, there's not a lot to say. There's a lot more to do. So let's make sure we get our checklist ready. Got your mat, you got some space, okay? Really perform that dynamic warm-up very well. Get yourself ready to go. We're gonna learn accelerated thigh drill today. Hey, have fun with it. We're on our way to learning how to sprint like an Olympic athlete. Hey everybody, how you doing? So let's dive in a little bit more to the maximum velocity sprint mechanics. Now, hopefully you understand those 4 golden positions. I'm gonna teach you how to get to the first part of that golden position. That is when the foot leaves the ground, right? There's a pronounced bend in the knee. This drill is simply called thigh acceleration, but we're gonna break it down. This is kind of a march. It's a single leg march. Right now we can see the left foot. When it leaves the ground, I'm just racing it up to, you know, kind of an accelerated thigh position where the thigh is in front of the body. I'm not trying to do a high knee, okay? Now, one thing that you can notice is that my trunk position is very vertical. okay? And I'm timing out my arm swing. I'm trying to get my arms to come all the way up to eye socket, and then I'm punching back to get my hands past my hip pocket. Eye socket, hip pocket. That's kind of the way that I remember. One of my good friends taught me that. That's what you're doing. You're trying to do it very actively. So we're gonna go ahead and do that for 4 reps over 10 meters. Okay, be very active, keep your good posture, and then we'll come right back with the double. I like to say the first one was pop. This next one is pop, pop. We're gonna take the same approach here. You can see, actually with this one, I'm starting with one leg up, right? I'm already starting with one leg up, and then I'm just gonna do a 1-2, pop, 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 pop. I'm still trying to have a very vertical trunk position. I'm swinging my arms, eye socket, hip pocket. That time I started with my left leg up. I'm gonna do that 4 times over 10 meters. And then right away I want you to start with your right leg up and 1-2, 4 times over 10 meters. Go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and do pop, pop, pop. All right, same thing again. We're gonna start with one leg up. We're gonna keep vertical trunk position, very active. I think you can see very active arm swing here. And I'm doing 3s, pop, 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 pop. Make sure to focus on the rhythm of it. You don't wanna go pop, 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 pop. You wanna keep it consistent, pop, 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 very active. Go ahead and do that 4 times over 10 meters, and we'll come right back. Okay, so now we've done pop, we've done pop, pop, we've done pop, pop, pop. What do you think would be next? You're wrong. It's not pop, 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 pop. It's gonna be pop, 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 pop. Continual. This will be continual over 10 meters. I'm really trying to keep the exact same activity, I'm gonna say activeness over that entire 10-meter span. Eye socket, hip pocket. I want you to do this 4 times over 10 meters. Okay, now, what I want you to do is think about that drill that we just did, the continual, pop, 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 pop. I need you to perform that again perfectly. I want you to look at the little triangles on the track here. I want you to imagine that that is where the ocean starts, right? And if you're gonna stand on the shoreline, and you know it's a nice, easy shoreline, there's not a lot of rocks, but you're gonna do this drill right into the ocean. Every step that you take into the ocean, the water gets a little bit deeper, okay? So you're gonna do this continual accelerated thigh into the water. But once you get past that shoreline, you're gonna have to step your heel or your foot out of the water on each step. Just a little bit higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher until all of a sudden you're stepping over your knee. But here is the key to it. Because you're an athlete, you need a challenge. The challenge is continuing to have the same rhythm of your footstep. I'm gonna let you watch it here, and I want you to give this a shot. It will put you in a perfect sprint. Go ahead and carry that sprint out for another 20 meters after the 10-meter drill. We're gonna do that 3 times. And that will, be the conclusion of this progression, but you will then have experienced a very good maximum velocity, at least getting the first position. Have fun with that.